Good morning, good night, everybody. All right, today we're doing something that I should have done a long time ago, and that is change the engine air filter. It's the engine air filter. And the reason I say that is because this is actually the reason I pretty much started this YouTube channel, because I lifted up the bonnet on the back of the Evora and I said, I'm gonna change my air filter today. And I looked around and I couldn't figure out how to do it. It's the first car I've ever owned where it was not obvious how to make that happen. So then I said, okay, whatever, no problem. I didn't figure it out, no pride, whatever. I'll go onto YouTube. You know, I'm a YouTube certified mechanic. I'm gonna figure this out. And guess what? YouTube has nothing. YouTube has nothing for the Evora. So then I think, oh boy. So time to get this video up. All right, let's help some people out. Come along for the ride. So I'm gonna look up how you change the air filter, or Lotus calls it the air cleaner, and here I am doing that. It's an accurate representation. And then I'm like, what the hell? Step one caught me by surprise. All right, so here I am, Lotus service notes. You can download this manually, you should, it's wonderful. It's very helpful. You know, if I search air cleaner, I pretty much come up with this. It's not called an air filter, it's an air cleaner. So there's air cleaner, element, inspection, and replacement. So that's fine. And then I jump down to that section EJ, and then boom, it's here. And I think, okay, cool, this is cool. It's all listed out in the steps 1, 2, 3. But before you even get to step 1, this is before step 1, inspection and removal. You just want to look at it. It says, remove the left-hand rear wheel. I'm sorry, what? Remove the left-hand rear wheel to gain access to the circular access panel located on the underside of the wheel arch liner. I was, what? No wonder I can't figure this out. All right, so I'm going to show you the method that is taking off the wheel. I've got that for you, but I'll be honest with you. Don't do that. I've done it now both ways, and don't do that. Unless you got the car up on jack stands already or on a lift, there's no need to take off the wheel. But you do have to shove your hand into the car in a way that is uncomfortable for you and the car. So that's your option, but you're going to save the whole trouble of lifting up the car and taking off the wheel. Lotus wants you to take off the wheel. The whole reason is so you have access to this. So here we are. Brake rotors, that's my light. Couple of thumb screws on an access panel. You get access up in here, and guess what's there? Aha! An airbox. And really, the only reason you want to be here at all is because it gets you access to 1, 2 airbox clips. So guess what? If you can reach this clip back here all by yourself without taking off the wheel, maybe you've got little skinny arms. I mean, I'm not going to tell you it's easy, because it's not. You got to reach all the way around there. But if you can do that, you can avoid all of step 1. You don't need to take off that wheel at all. So I don't know if you can see it, but right here, there's a clip. That one is super easy to access. You can see it. Then on the back side, there's another one. And then all the way hidden over here. Oh, I can't reach it. I guess I can't reach it. If I get this off, I don't know how to get it. I got it all. All right. So we now have this whole section loose, and underneath here is where the air filter goes. Make sure you get your MAF sensor, MAF sensor. There you go, easy breezy, that comes off. And then you kind of have to pick your poison. Where are we taking this off? I'm taking this off I want to take this off altogether, because I think this is a fairly easy access point, because I've been in here before. I've done it. I know. I've seen things, man. I have seen things you cannot believe. Now we're moving on to this. Get it as loose as you can. And then that should be able to slide back. Very good. What's going on here? Okay, by the way, you can see this red one back here that just pulls off. I'm gonna struggle to remember that one. Put that one in a way here, where it should be very obvious to me. Loose right here. I'm gonna take this son of a gun out. What is this? I don't know. I do not know. I have no idea what this is. So it turns out that part of the hose is called a convoluted intake hose, of which I think it's named absolutely perfectly, because it's very convoluted. We have ourselves access to the top of the air filter. Now, by the way, this is the clip that we're dealing with here. There's one of these on 3 sides. Now, the last thing we have to deal with, I think, are just these 2 clips here, and I think they're just gonna like pop in and out. So let me figure out how that works. Oh, here's another thing to pull off here. Okay, that pulls off. Got it. Okay. So just sort of up and out. And I think we were totally off. Now the hooks are still kind of grabbing on to this, sort of hanging up. Lord. And you just got to kind of work it. So I'm reaching in here. I'm just kind of unhooking the clips. They were just kind of hanging and clipping on things. Oh, we're close, baby. Right, it's out, but it's just like got little tendrils on things. Be careful with it. There we are. Yeah. Okay. That was not too bad. What's this? Some sort of additional cleaner. Oh my. This really does look like a restriction. I mean, that's not even the air filter. This is like an additional thing. So this over here is your air filter, and that just pulls right out. Okay. And okay. I'm not upset about pulling that out. It's a little dirty. I mean, look, the car has like 10,000 miles on it, so it's not going to be terrible, but look at it. It's got some leaves and such in there. Like, this is Lotus using off-the-shelf Toyota parts and not having money and stuff to like really make it right, which they did in the later Series 2 generation and like the new GT and stuff. So if you're curious, there's the rest of the box, the bottom half of the box. And by the way, if you want access to like your shift cables and stuff, that's underneath the box. In fact, that's one of them right there. In fact, that's both of them. They just kind of, there's one. So one is your cross gate, one is your shift. That was actually pretty cool. But I want to point this out to you. Like this labyrinth that your air must go through, right? It goes over here. It comes in through the side vent, like functional side vent, yes. Mid-engine car, I like that. Boom, comes through this funky thing. Okay, so you got a tube, fine, that makes sense. Then it does a right angle through whatever this nonsense is. Comes through the air box, then up. By the way, there's a whole like bellows over here, which is supposed to be like a sound thing. It's like a soft, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know, a soft like sock that somehow helps control the sound and noise and resonance and nonsense. Then it comes through here, then it comes up. Ice cream. Ice cream, man. Comes up over here, and then it goes through the actual filter, and then it goes through the post filter, and then it goes through post Malone. No, and then it goes through whatever this is, which I literally do not know what this is. I'm gonna have to go look this up, and then into your throttle body and into your into your engine. So quite a journey your air has to go through, and it is a restriction. So. It's no surprise that people get rid of this and then put in like a BOE cold air intake, because you have so much in the way of restriction. And one more time, these are your clips. So that one is super easy to reach and see, so you can unclip that. This one is sort of hard to see, but it's actually very easy to reach. It's on the back side, so you can unclip that. And then this one is the secret one, right? So this one is hard to see and hard to reach. You really have to sort of reach around from this way, and then you basically pop it down, which unlocks it, and then at that point, it still wants to sort of grab onto things. So there's only 3, there's not 4, there's nothing underneath this part. So if you can get the 3, then you can get it. I'm actually most concerned about putting this one, the third one, back on, because I was just barely able to reach it with my finger and like able to pop it off. So we'll see what happens when it goes back in. If you're absolutely a purist, there is your part number, Toyota Denso, made in Japan. Oh, come on. little bit of vacuum. I just want to clean this out in here. And in the engine, we're using this one, Performance Dry Air Filter. Here's the two part numbers on here, AEM 28 Evora, and this one, 28 2326. All right, so this bad boy, you got your colorful side. That's the bottom, that's the air intake. You got your back side. So this is me putting everything back together and clipping it on. And I did get it. Oh, I got it. Oh. All right, I got it. Getting that back one, you got to jam your hand in there right at your wrist level, man. It doesn't feel good. So I'll just put this in fast forward. I mean, basically, reassembly is the reverse of disassembly, so you can just kind of put it back together. I did struggle with the convoluted hose pipe. It did not want to go onto the throttle body, but just had to sort of rearrange it. It goes on, just be patient. Oh yeah, and definitely remember to reconnect all those hoses that we took off. And plug back in your MAF sensor. Good job. Where's my screwdriver? Good job. Where's my pliers? That's right. What else is in there?
Nothing.
What about the other side?
This one.
Okay, put it on your head. Let me see. Put your hands up. That's good. But don't let anyone tell you that this car doesn't seat 5. You got 4 on the inside, 1 back here. Is it comfortable?
Yeah.
You like it?
Uh-huh.
All right.
On the first startup, the car ran a little rough. I guess it was just readjusting the air-to-fuel ratio, but you can hear on the pump of the throttles, it's just falling over itself. So on restart, things were back to normal and the car ran like I expected. All right, well, I hope that helps you changing your engine air filter. Please like and subscribe. I'm always doing stuff on this car. I'm always driving this car. This is my new baby, so after that, I don't know. Go get yourself some donuts or something. Go to the store. See ya.